was looking for a project to do this Christmas, and I thought this Frosty the Snowman one would be a good choice. It's from one of my magazines, the Holiday Craft magazine from 2007. I pretty much followed the instructions, but I did make a few changes along the way. I enlarged the pattern pieces by 200% using my printer. I cut out the pieces and then I traced around them on a folded over piece of fabric, so there's 2 layers. Then I used my sewing machine and I sewed right on the line around each piece. After everything was stitched, I cut out each piece, giving it a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So here are the pieces before I turn them inside out of the body, the hat, the gloves, and the boots. And I clip some of the seam allowances around the curves, and I use a tweezer to help me turn the smaller pieces inside out. Then I used a running stitch at the base of the snowman. Then I used polyester fiberfill to stuff the body of the snowman. Then I added a small bag of rice to give the snowman a nice steady base. Then I pulled both ends of the running stitch together to cinch the base together, and then I tied it off. Then I just used a whip stitch to sew all the pieces of the hat together. Then I gave the hat a coat of black acrylic paint. I thought I'd use one of these old-fashioned looking pens for the front of the hat. Then I painted the body using an acrylic off-white paint. Then I threaded some wire through the top of the body to make the arms. I stuffed the gloves with a little bit of fiberfill. Then I filled the glove with hot glue and placed it on the end of the arms. Then I painted the gloves red. I had trouble trying to make the skates out of the wire that I had, so I decided just to use foam and create a shape like a skate and then paint it with some silver gray paint to make it look like metal. When I was adding the wire for the legs, I had a little trouble, so I ended up I had trouble threading the wire through, so I ended up using a screwdriver to push it all the way through the body, the base, and then I attached the wire and pulled the wire through. The screwdriver did leave a little bit of a hole in the edge, so I just fixed it with some hot glue and it was fine. I cut some holes in the bottom of the boots so that the ice skate could fit into them, and then I could attach them with some hot glue. Then I stuffed each skate with a little bit of fiberfill. I painted the skates black and I touched up the metal skate part too. I used the hot glue to fill up the skate and I attached it to the end of the leg. The hat ended up being a little too small, so it was a tight fit, and I ended up cutting it in the back so that I could have it fit better, and then I just glued the seam together when it was on. I had this cute Christmas ribbon and I just cut it in half so I could use it for the scarf. Another change I made besides the skates was the expression on the snowman. I just couldn't bear to have such a sad snowman to look at for Christmas, so I did change the face. And even when I painted these eyes, I wasn't really happy with them, so I did change those later. The gloves that I had painted, they kind of faded, so I used a brighter red color to repaint the gloves, and it matched the scarf a little better. Still working on getting the eyes just right. And finally, I did a little touch-up painting here and there. And here he is all done. I placed him on my fireplace mantle. I walked by later and he wasn't there. I think he took off out the back door to do some ice skating with his new skates. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be back. Merry Christmas to everyone.